Meanwhile, let's get started with the stock game as well. We'll be awaiting macro data in the next few minutes. So it's going to be a quick and short version of the stock game. And this week we've got Ruchit Jain of Angel Broking, Rajesh Sharma, independent technical analyst, as well as Siddhartha Chatterjee, country head for Trustline Securities, who are going to be with us. Gentlemen, good morning to all of you. And Rajesh, let's start off with you and your calls for the day. It's actually quite a short, heavy portfolio. Run us through the individual recommendations.
The markets, Megha, have been going down for last 7 to 8 trading session owing to the global concerns. And the charts were oversold on most of the parameters. I had this feeling that probably this route will get extended as the Chinese market didn't open last week. So I was hoping that once they get more, this down move may get extended by a day or two. Though charts were oversold on most of the parameters. That's the reason I came out with 3 sell calls and a solitary buy call. My first recommendation is a buy in Dr. Reddy's lab, as the charts are resilient in a weak market, and the company is also mulling a stock share buyback program. The StockX have also given a positive upward momentum, and looks like the stock can touch 3,000 in the ultra short term. My second call was a sell in the Tata Steel. Well, the results were pretty much dismal, and the company came out with losses of some 2,170, and the sector outlook is bleak owing to the global slump, which is getting prolonged by the Chinese dumping and compounded by the cheaper imports, etc. And the charts are also offering no reprieve, though the stop loss has been triggered due to this global bump up in the move, as the Chinese market has given a muted reaction. But my sense is that going forward, we may see lower levels. And third is a sell in GAIL. As you see, the results were pretty much okay. There was a 10% increase in profit, but the sales figures were pretty dismal. It was due to the margin expansion due to prolonged slump in oil and gas prices. Well, the stock is also exhibiting a head and shoulder pattern. The potential downward target for this looks like 275. So with that perspective, this may not necessarily be a day call only. One can take a short position. And the fourth and final pick is a sell in Bank of Baroda. As you know, the results were again pretty dismal, and the NPA provisioning balloon. What probably saved the day for the banks was they were heavily oversold on all the parameters. And the second thing is that that the market has taken it a little positively. That they have given adequate provisioning and only residual remains.
Okay, that's a call coming in from Rajesh. Let's get in Siddhartha Chatterjee as well. An all-buy list for you, Siddhartha. Quickly walk us through your 4 stocks.
हेलो हाँ आपको सुब्रत बोल रहा था कोलकाता से हाँ सुनिए ना सर फोन पे कॉल कर लीजिए क्योंकि आप ऑन एयर कर दिए थे शायद उनको फोन बैक ही नहीं आया कॉल बैक ही नहीं आया फोन पे.
Okay, I'm just going to run you through Ruchit's portfolio as well. And Ruchit, welcome to the show. What's on the list today?
Yeah, I have a 4 buy call placed today since we had a positive hammer pattern reversal on Nifty. So I was expecting a pullback move in today's session. My first buy is a buy call in HDFC Limited. We have seen an inside bar pattern forming at the support levels in Friday's session. Hence, I am expecting a pullback move. Although upside, I have not given any significant target, but for a target of 1120, I think the stock could move up to those levels in a day or two with stop loss below 1065. My second call is a buy call in Axis Bank Futures. Probably a positive divergence and the outperformance of the stock vis-a-vis the banking sector in last few days indicates that we could see a good upside momentum in near term. My target for the day has been achieved of 409, but I think on the higher side the stock still has potential to move to 425 in near term. One can keep a stop loss below 378 on long positions. My third call is a buy call in Vedanta Limited. Probably the momentum readings are much oversold, and I was expecting a positive momentum to pick up in today's session. Although it had given a good gap up opening and there was no chance to for a fresh buying after the opening levels. But for a target of 67 on the first target and on the higher side, I think the stock has potential to move also up to 75 in near term. The stop loss for the long positions, which was 61, in case if anyone is holding long, the stop loss should be trailed to 63 levels now. Now, in my last call was a buy call in Jain India. I believe that the stock prices are consolidating since last few trading sessions, and this could result into positive momentum in near term. For target of 128, one can buy the stock with stop loss placed below 114.
All right, and let's run you through what Siddhartha has also picked out for today. Well, there was an all buy list. There was, okay, Siddhartha's right here with us, and Siddhartha, all buy list for today then. Yeah, I think we seem to be having a technical issue with Siddhartha's line. So let's start off with the first call, which was on a Yes Bank futures. He was buying into that one. There was a Neil Kamal Plastics also on the buy list for today for a target of 1100 rupees. GM Breweries, that stock has in fact grown multi-fold. It's become a multi-bagger in a matter of last 1 year, and that was on the list as well for a target of 820, and the target on that one's already in the bag. SKS Micro, that was the last long call that Siddhartha was working with. Remember, this stock had a good reaction to its numbers as well, up 4% right on the session. And 512 was Siddhartha's target, which has already been achieved as well. Gentlemen, this was the short and snappy version of the stock game. Thank you so much to each of you for joining in. So we'll wrap it up right here then, and Market Sense comes up next. And stay tuned for the WPI numbers that should be out anytime now.